When fascia blasting the neck, you're gonna wanna use the face blaster or the master blaster for the preparation. So we're gonna start in the front and you go all the way up to the jawline and then you can go down to the clavicle. We just covered that in the chest tutorial. So we're gonna stay with the neck, and again, this is just a light and brisk movement. If you notice, I went with the muscle fibers and I also went cross fiber, and either one is fine. Very light technique. We're not going hard at all. So fast and light. And the name of the game in neck blasting is just to basically 360 the neck. I'm leaning my head so that I can elongate the skin. Just makes it easier for the blaster to glide. Then I'm going to go ahead and, just for time's sake, use the face blaster for the prep in the back. But when we use an original blaster, I'm going to use the longer version. So just make sure everything is nice and warm, and then we'll be ready to go back and Fasciablast and then do the detailed work. So make sure as you're doing your prep work, you're scanning your neck to find out where the sensitive spots are. So you can use your original blaster, your Mini 1 or your Mini 2, and you just want to come in and go ahead and full on blast the neck. For cross fiber, I personally like the big one. Remember, this is a tutorial, so you can do this from 2 to 5 minutes per area. I just want to make sure that you know how. You can do this with one hand or two. I've been blasting for a long time and I love it, so I tend to like a little more pressure. It's a developed taste. Once the tissue becomes loose, going harder and harder feels good, but you want to do this at a level that's comfortable for you, okay? We can also go straight up the neck with both sides. And then my favorite move ever is to flex the neck and work the cervical spine, just like this. Make sure that if you fascia blast your neck, that you also add the tutorials of the head, which is what I'm about to show you, as well as the chest and arms, and from time to time, the full body. Okay, great. So I hope as you were doing that you found some sensitive places, because that's when we go back with either the Mini 1, the Mini 2, or the Nugget, and we use the tip to loosen the things that we felt in the neck. So what I felt was right along the border of the scalene, and you're just going to use the poke and wiggle wiggle technique. It's exactly the way it sounds. You just gently press and then slightly wiggle. And it's really interesting to feel how everything is all connected. One of the little spots that I just hit kind of shot up to my eye. So that tells me that that's a place in my fascia where I need some attention. It's also really effective for the neck to go along just south of our clavicle with the poke and wiggle wiggle technique. But you can use it anywhere that you feel tension or gravel or something nervy.